Hello YouTube, it's Tony. So today I'll be doing a 1 episode series on making money from scratch to a bond, but this time I'll be having membership instead. Now someone requested me to try this challenge on a brand new members account, and so I decided to test just how much faster it is. For those who don't know already, I did a free to play version of this, and I'll leave that video link in the description. So anyways, I didn't include any flipping because I'm not good at it. So this YouTuber taught me this lobby trick on how to get to the Grand Exchange instantly so I can trade the bonds over from my main account to my alt account. So yes, I got my 2 bonds I traded from my main account here, and that's basically activating the membership to be a member, but I still have 0 stats though. So right now the first thing I'm going to be doing is claiming my Wicked Hood, because that way it can unlock a lot of cool things like teleporting to Runespan, and even doing my Viswax later on. And also helps that you can get free runes daily. So there we go, after selling my air runes, this is my first cash stack, and that is at 5,000 GP, which isn't a bad start compared to last time. Okay, so I did partially do a shop run, and here's my first 100k. Okay, so now that I've gotten some money, I'm just gonna start training rune crafting, so that way I can start doing Viswax later. I think that's the best spot just to siphon the nodes, but I guess it doesn't really matter because it's the low levels anyways. So I didn't actually have enough cash stack to buy the runes, and anyways, I'm just gonna go to the Wilderness Bank and buy them. Like, I know it requires members to access this minigame, but for some reason this rune shop and the banker is actually a free to play place. So after doing a full shop run, here's what my first 500k looks like. As you can see, that was actually very fast. What a good start so far. So right now I'm level 33 rune crafting, and that means I can access the second floor. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the best spot in the middle floor to siphon nodes at level 33. Alright, so I finally found a rune spear right now, and I'm level 46 rune crafting. Hopefully after siphoning this, I should be able to get to level 50 easily. Alright, it's now turned into the core, and so I'm just gonna hand it in. Let's see if I can get 50 rune crafting. And yes, we do get level 50 rune crafting right here. I can finally access the rune crafting guild, and you know what that means. I can make Viswax for money as a daily. Yes, so this took me around, let's say, under 3 hours. Of course, I had the 10% refer a friend scroll bonus. Meanwhile, this is what I get from buying those runes and feathers daily, so let's see how much money I have right now. 915k. That's awfully close to 1 mil, as you can see right here. Wow, 6 tries and I get 99 Viswax. Yes, that's going to be pretty good profit I can make. Let's see just how much this is worth. 854k, that's pretty nice. Okay, so my Viswax finally sold after around 5-10 minutes. I was just AFKing for anyways, so it doesn't really matter as I wasted that time. Okay, that's my first 1.6 mil. I know this challenge is only going to last a couple of days, but I'm still going to train combat anyway, so let's get magic to level 30 before today ends. Alright, so I'm level 30 magic, and I guess I'm just going to stop here for training magic. Alright, so I'm level 11 farming after doing 1 full run for allotments. I just thought I'd train my farming up because I'm going to farm some herbs eventually. Alright, so right now I bought my supplies for the egg spawn scroll casting. And yeah, here's what I got them for so far. Yeah, I had to overpay for the summoning potions because they hardly ever sell in the GE. I actually did kind of underpay for the egg spawn scrolls and the spirit spider. Although I don't have level 10 summoning, as you can see. I probably just have to do that quest and then use up my gold charms and I'll easily get level 10 summoning. Alright, so I'm level 10 summoning, and that means I have access to cast the egg spawn scrolls method. See, other guides suggest that you do it in Edgeville Bank, but you can actually use it near the Combat Academy chests, which is pretty nice because you can just bank like 1 step away. And another cool thing about this is that you can do area loot. See? I can loot all these eggs at once, which is even faster than before. And yeah, I have a bank preset for this right now. And so what I'm going to do is just drink the summoning potion and yeah, just keep casting this spell. I always keep buying this icon so that way it'll cast it a lot faster, but yeah, it's still pretty click intensive as a whole. Alright, I actually bought fewer summoning potions than I needed, so I'm going to have to go to the GE and buy more. Let's see how much profit I made from this, okay? I'm just going to price check it. Oh wow, already 800k and it's not even 30 minutes. That's pretty decent profit, I'd say. Anyway, so it's been under an hour, but I ran out of summoning potions and I got around a little over 1,100 red spider eggs. and I consumed, I believe, under 700 of these scrolls. So yes, the Wikipedia does say around 1000 scrolls per hour, but I think it's definitely way less than that. As for the summoning potions per hour, it seems like it does consume way more than that because yeah, I was pretty much spamming them. Either way, the profit's still pretty good, and I believe I sold these for 856, so that's basically 1.8 mil worth of gross profit. As for the net profit, I'd probably say it's 1.2 mil because of how much I've had to pay for these summoning potions. So I was thinking of doing the Mauritania Easy task because with the bloom effect, basically what it does is that you get more Meyer mushrooms. And so yeah, it's pretty nice for money, I heard. It's like 2 mil GP per hour and it requires no upfront cash. Although it does take a long time to get these requirements, even though the requirements aren't that high as a whole. I think mainly it's because temple trekking requires a really long quest. And yeah, I'm trying to get level 26 farming. Alright, so that's the first of many quests I've done for the Mauritania task. So yes, this is the Priest of Pyrrho quest done, as you can see. Unfortunately, I cannot use this prayer lamp because it requires level 10 prayer. Oh well, doesn't really matter anyways. As you can see, checking each oak tree, I get 1 farming level, which is pretty nice at these low levels. So yes, I do highly recommend you plant trees if you're going to train farming. Alright, so I'm finished another quest called Nature's Spirit. For some reason, my previous audio got cut out. But anyways, I'm training magic by teleporting to Camelot. So as you can see, I'm using magic potion to boost my level up. And so that way I can use that spell. And yeah, this is kind of costly, as you can see. It does cost you 1 law rune, which is actually around 5 GP per XP. But it's a pretty fast way to train magic. Another problem is that it's very click intensive. And I think I'm gonna get to level 55. As for my fletching, I got this to level 28 from a full lot of making headless arrows. Okay, now I'm gonna have to boost this up again. I don't think you can hold down the key to keep teleporting. So I just tried that. Let me try it again. Nope, unfortunately it doesn't work that way. So you just gotta keep pressing that keybind. So right now I'm just gonna train out my smithing so that way I can start doing the tourist trap. So then I can start getting agility XP from the lamps. Alright, so this took me a little under 10 minutes by smithing bronze daggers to level 18, and then smithing bronze plate bodies from level 18 to 20. Alright, so I'm about to finish the tourist trap quest, and let's see what I get. Yeah, I'm gonna choose agility for both of them. Come on, agility, agility. And yes, there's 26 agility instantly, just by doing that quest alone. How nice is that, huh? Gotta skip all these levels of the grind, basically. Alright, I'm about to hit level 25 thieving, and that means I have one of the requirements for Creature of Frankenstein quests. Yeah, it took me a little while to actually keep hopping worlds for these doors, because they don't respawn that fast, and it can only be done by like 1 player. So I'm about to hit 25 crafting, and that means I have both requirements for the Creature of Frankenstein quests. So yeah, I'm finished this Creature of Frankenstein quest, and that means I can do one of the tasks for the Mauritania. Alright, I finally finished the second last quest before I need to do the last quest, which is really long, and that will be the last requirement for the Mauritania tasks. I mean the easy tasks. So anyways, I'm just gonna rub this and get my XP lamps. So right now I'm done this in 8 of Myarkio quest, and yeah, this took me a really long time because the Vyres were really hard to kill, especially given my melee stats are very low. It's only level 6 attack and strength. Anyways, I finally did that quest, and that means I can unlock temple trekking, which is an easy task for Mauritania. Wow, after completing my first temple trekking, I used this woodcutting book, and I got a whopping 8 woodcutting levels. How nice is that to skip the low levels, basically? I never actually knew about this, to be honest. One thing I found really cool about this is that I'm just gonna stand here and fletch headless arrows while I wait for this limbwort plant to grow. Yeah, I know this is pretty weird to make money, but at least I'm making sure it just doesn't die. As for the task as a whole, I really think this is taking really long. I kind of want to give up early on anyways. I just can't believe it took me so long to do that. Like, I think I may have even accumulated more than 20 hours just from doing this all alone. Like from temple trekking, from even doing the quest required to temple trekking. Okay, I finally completed all the easy tasks. Come on, here's my Mauritania legs 1. So anyways, I'm just gonna test out the bloom and see if this investment was well worth it, okay? Okay, so I think I found the right spot to bloom. As you'll notice, you don't really need a lot of prayer, but you at least need one prayer point. And so this is why I brought a prayer renewal, so that way I can renew prayer over time, as you can see. See? It always brings me to one prayer every single second, so that's why I can always cast it infinitely, basically. And yeah, this is really fast in terms of getting the fungus, just by blooming this. Watch. See? Instantly you see one prayer point, which it's pretty nice though. And for my banking, I'm just going to use Ring of Kinship because although I was recommended to use Taco Zo, I don't have that unlocked. So I found a slightly different strategy for this, and that is standing at this spot instead of the one like past the gate. The reason being is that this one is closer to the bank, and so that way I don't have to keep running from there to there. Anyways, so I don't have the fairy ring access, and that's the reason why I'm using that spot, because it's much closer. As you can see right now, I just surge there and then I bank, and after I finish banking I just go back to that spot. It doesn't really matter about having 3 logs nearby. So in an hour I got 1,400 mushrooms. Yeah, unfortunately it's not that great compared to the Wikia. I believe they said it's around 2,000 or so. Either way, the profit's still pretty decent for something that doesn't require a high level, but still, it took me a long time to invest for this, and I kind of regret it now. Okay, so just about everything, and let's see where I'm at. Almost 7.5 mil. So yeah, that's pretty nice. It's a little less than halfway through, so yeah, I guess I'm gonna go tan some hides, finally. So anyways, this is gonna be my last cash stack before I buy the bond. And I'm at 16 mil. I'm pretty sure the bond price has dropped. Let's see how much it is. Okay, I'm just gonna buy it right now. Okay, come on, let's buy it. Yeah, I'll get back to you when I get this offer resolved. Okay, I bought the bond right now, and yeah, I pretty much tanned the leather, and on my downtime when I was waiting to sell the leather, I was basically collecting the Mortmire fungus, which is even better than just crafting the air runes. Here's what my bank looks like. Nothing really that special, it's just I have all these runes which I'm going to be using to make Viswax every day for my main account. For this bond, I'm not sure what to do with it. I'll just keep in this bank just in case I make this a member again. So in conclusion, this took me 4 days, and here's what my total playtime looks like. I played a total of 19 hours, which is 9 hours fewer than my free-to-play challenge. Certainly I did have much higher stats, but for some reason, I just didn't get level 55 magic to high alch. So basically I was mostly spending my time investing on certain skills as well as easy quests and tasks. Look, I would have done straight up just casted egg spawn scrolls, but I want to make this episode a little more interesting and not really that boring. So yeah, pretty much it was kind of like an adventure basically. I believe it took me around 8 hours to unlock the Mortmire fungus method. However, for returning players, most likely it's going to be a lot different since these stat requirements aren't that high. With all that being said, here's the moral of the video. So really, everything requires time investment as well as patience. So yeah, for members, we're pretty much just trying to get better levels and tasks for the future. Unlike free-to-play though, you're just going to make enough for a bond. Like back when I was getting membership in 2014, I dove straight into exploring the content and invested my time into getting the skills, tasks, and even the quests. Honestly though, I never got to the point where I couldn't afford a bond. So think of it this way as an analogy. It's not like you're gonna work in McDonald's full time or any retail store until you retire, right? This is exactly why most of us tend to put their efforts for better education, which means better jobs basically.